Alright, we are here with the new version of the NIV 2 Light Urian deck. This was pulled from a list someone I saw online showing someone who'd gone, and it's typical, the moment I hit the record button I get a really bad hand. Alright, this hand is terrible, but I am going to keep it because it does cover all our colours here between the free tri-lands. We're going to get rid of the Overgrown Tomb, I believe, based on the deck. So, notable things about this deck. This deck runs Cut to Ribbons, which I forgot existed, even though I used to play it in a Modern Prison deck I used to play from Magic Aid's YouTube channel. But yeah, it turns out this is a really solid card to throw in, and we have a match against Control, which is never fun. I don't mean to sound disingenuous to Control players, I just feel that it's mid-range's worst matchup, so it's never fun for us. Because, particularly now that they've got access to... Oh, it's blue-white auras. I take it back, that's going to actually be even possibly harder to deal with. I think our first bet here is to drop Clothis, because at least if we get okay, it's Bant. Is it Bant or is it Bant auras? Okay, yeah, it's Bant auras. So what we need to do here, I would suggest, yeah, we drop green and red. Yep, so we can play the Isolated Chapel. We're going to drop Clothis. Now our hope is that they tap out to make a big creature, and then we can Binding of the Gods it, and then the turn after that, if they put more auras on creatures, we can Kaya, remove it from battle. So we'll see who they decide to drop the enchantment on. Yeah. Right. Now, they get to draw a card off that, which is solid. So our first action here needs to be Binding of the Old Gods, the Celestial Envoy, so they don't draw any more cards with that enchantment. Then we can probably Kaya the Siona, I think. Or do we want to get Urian into hand? It heavily depends on what they play here. If they just swing out, maybe it's worth dropping. No, they are looking to equip. They're looking to equip another copy of Staggering Insight. Staggering. Do they have another enchantment? Nope, a Destiny Spinner. Alright, this will be positive though, because it means that at least one of their other creatures has to go after Kaya here. Paradise Druid doesn't change our plans here. We're just going to Staggering Insight out of the thing. Search our library for... we will get the Zigatron just to make sure we have all Triomes we need. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to shock in Kaya. Then we are going to exile Siona. Right, so Kaya dies here, but that takes 2 damage off us. Then I'm not sure what we do here. Probably we'll have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, 7 mana. So probably do both of these. All that glitters was the bad thing for us to see them play there. Unless he decides to go all in aggro on me here, which would be a bad call. He should at least put the Scion in. So I'm now going to have to pretty much drop Paradise Druid to act as a blocker here. A Son of Light's Bounty. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, because now he can make it unblockable. So I need to... Kaya is actually fantastic here, so we'll do this. Our creatures gain Death Touch, not relevant. So we drop the Ziggotron. We're going to drop Paradise Druid first, because if they don't want to do the sacrifice, then we will Oath of Kaya. We should take out one of their 1/1s that they don't care about here, just to figure out damage. Now if he wants to sacrifice, which he doesn't, this puts us in the okay position, because then we can so we have enough to do both of these things here. We gain 2 life off Clothis. There's Calyx.
I was created for one purpose: restoring order to Theros.
Alright, that puts us in a...
Look skyward.
Oh, they miss.
Of the gods.
But it does leave us in a bit of a prickadilly predicament here. We're not going to block here, and we have good reason. So we can call back. Oh, that's actually... Cut is really good here. But it's not perfect, obviously, because one of the reasons... Right, we put you into our hands. Then we're going to Urian. This will be fun. So what we have to do now is blink, blink, submit to. Okay, end step, these come back. We need to take Calyx down so that he can't trigger his -3, even though it would be dangerous for him to put it on any enchantment that he doesn't get. But he just top decks the Banishing Light, which is bad. Really bad. And if he finds another, all that is glitters or whatever, or ethereal armor, no, just another Austere of Life's Bounty, that's going to make it even more difficult. Yeah, okay, we just take the 7 here, because there's no really a good way out for us here. We have to top deck some pretty specific cards to get it, and that land is not one of them. Alright. Come on, Growth Spiral. Give us something we can work with. NIV is actually really solid, because he could potentially draw us into an answer. Although the problem will be that he gets to... Actually, Assassin's Trophy effect would be great if we have it. I don't know if we have it though. 1 card lower might be our problem. Alright, Clarion could work. The problem is we can't... Alright, so here's our plan. So we're going to cut an Austere of Life's Bounty. And the logic is here, if we can... If he sacrifices it to give protection, yeah, even though I'm tapped out, that becomes smaller. Yeah, that's fine. I have to hope that he just doesn't top deck an enchantment. Actually, no, if he just minuses the Calyx here, he just wins. Depends if he wants to show off. Yeah, he wants to show off. Another older glitters. Yeah. That pretty much does it. We were one turn off. That friggin' Well, let's see if he gives protection. He should. Okay, he could have easily won here. I don't know what he's doing. There's actually a ton of ways he could have won with that hand. So now I'm just really interested. So we're going to Austere of Life's Bounty. Let's play the Sulphur Falls. Play the Yorion. We'll get the 2 lands out of our deck. We can then... The problem is if we Clarion, we just die to the thing here. Alright, so let's cut this guy, because he can't sacrifice now that our thing's on the field. So if we it buys us another turn at least. Okay. Next, we need to Ford Erasure, even though he's got no cards in hand, because we need to hit something relevant off the top of our deck. That is relevant if we survive one more turn. No attacks. He threw away this game basically. Staggering inside.
Appears before me.
That's fine. Yeah. Don't see how that's a problem. We're gonna chump here. Are we gonna chump here? We're gonna chump with Yisha. You know what, we're going to chump here with this. That's fine. Right. Get rid of the Austere of Life's Bounty. Binding of the Old Gods. The Binding of the Old Gods, check this. Get you back. You blink both of these. Play a land for turn. Clarion. We then attack the Calyx.
This is not right.
At the end of turn, our stuff comes back. This Binding of the Old Gods will kill this. 3 damage to kill off your Calyx. Boom!
My world continues to fray.
Yeah, our opponent there threw it away. He could have easily given protection from any colour to swing through the NIV and deal lethal. Alright, so we need Deputies of Detention, Angus Rampages, Knights of Autumn. Scout God is probably not very good. Kaya did work. Solar Blaze actually is relevant. Nicobolus. I still feel bad about having a non-dual coloured card in here. Gotta cut 5. Probably take out the Ford Erasures. it's not truly a format where Cut's good against Oath of Kaya kept us alive. We'll go down one NIV. A lot of our deck here will be decided. A lot of our batch here is going to be decided if we can literally remove whatever creature he loads on to with the 8 auras that give him card draw for hitting us. This hand is actually perfect. The other thing is Yishan stops him from using the Austere of Life's bounties, which will probably be his first play. So we will start with a tap breeding pool. We're going to use the explore play first to see. Oop, I don't know what happened. Whoa, look at that. I don't know. We've got to see what our austere play is. We want to see if we can draw red or white. Okay, so we draw white there, so that's fine. So we'll explore immediately. Let's just draw a card, and we'll drop the Edron, play our second land, which will be Edron Passage. So here, I'm guessing he's probably going to drop Siona or Celestus Champion. Yep, it's fine with me. So while he doesn't have protection up, I think our best bet here is to use... We're going to save binding for later, so we're going to get red. We're going to cut while there's still stuff to cut, if you know what I mean. Right, then the turn after this, we drop the land, then we drop the we drop Yishan, the Impactful Earth. Yeah, they'll be fine, because if we drop Yishan, he can't sack the Austere of Life's bounty. So we'll use the Fable Passage first and get ourselves... So we're going to get a white and a green from Yishan, so we'll get another blue just in case. And then we'll play Yishan, as he will prevent the sacking of this card. Pick up 2 more lands. Then we'll see what our opponent does here. Because we can... All the glitters again. 7/7. Alright, you know what? This is going to sound weird, but we're going to take this. Because we can drop a plains, drop the Night of Autumn, destroy artifact or enchantment, and Austere itself is actually an artifact, enchantment, sorry. So then we can put Urian into our hands. So yeah, he realizes at that point we've got more removal to deal with his stuff. Shame. Yeah, but this is a fun new version of NIV. I'm actually very much enjoying this. Alright, later.